Hey, it's Aubrey. If you guys are new here, hi and welcome. Today we are finally showing you guys our kitchen. We have been working on this kitchen little by little since we moved in, and last week we finally got the kitchen backsplash installed. My husband and I did it ourselves, and we couldn't be more thrilled. It was like the last missing piece to having this kitchen complete, and I'm super thrilled with how it turned out. Today I'm going to be showing you guys my kitchen reveal, but I'm also going to be showing you guys how I like to style my kitchen countertops. You guys can probably see it styled behind me already, but I want to jump in and I want to show you guys my kitchen. This space to feel light and bright, and it was nice to actually do our kitchen towards the end. We did our living room first in our home, and we added these white built-ins. It looks really nice. If you guys missed my living room makeover, I will link it up here so you guys can check it out. But for the kitchen, I really wanted to carry that light, bright, and airy feel into this area of the home. So for this kitchen, we ended up doing a couple things. We swapped out our pendants. That was the first item that I bought for our kitchen, and I feel like the lighting really sets the tone for the space. So for the lighting, I purchased these beautiful pendants from Pottery Barn. They are quite spendy. These were the most expensive item I did spend for our kitchen, but I love the look of these. These are just beautiful. They're oversized, they're glass, and I really like the glass effect because I feel like it also makes our kitchen look bigger, and it just puts off a really nice lighting in the evening as well. So I love these pendants. We had the home builder pre-wire the pendants over our island, so that way we can come in and add our own lighting. A lot of the times builders don't have good lighting that I even like, so that was a fun project for me to pick out separately, and I just love the way that these glass pendants look in the kitchen. The next project after we chose the lighting was swapping out the hardware and our kitchen faucet. The hardware in the kitchen came with a very standard modern stainless steel cabinet pulls. They're very standard. There's nothing special about them. I could have also painted them black, but I wanted a different look for our kitchen. I wanted a more traditional handle for the cabinets. Since the cabinets are a modern shaker style, I wanted a nice traditional hardware cabinet pull to complement the clean aesthetic of the cabinets. So we found these really affordable cabinet pulls from Amazon. I will link everything down below so you guys can check it out. But these were really affordable. I had plenty for our entire kitchen, and I really like them. They were a little bit smaller than I was hoping, but I still think they work well for the space. We also switched out our kitchen faucet. This was a must. The faucet that came was just as very standard, very cheap feeling, and it was a cheap quality as well. So we swapped this out for a nice black tall faucet. It has a sprayer. I also like that it has a 360 swivel to it. Kitchen faucet arrived today. So I'm very anxious. We are going to get this installed. And hopefully, oh yes, yay, it looks really good. I mean, honestly, anything is better than that little guy right there. So we are gonna get this installed today, and hopefully it's not too difficult.
There's
You're doing
bats
great.
in the cave, okay? Let's see, I need to make sure I'm doing it the right way to get it
Are you
off
done
the...
yet?
No, I'm finally getting it on.
Hi, Bubba.
There we go.
All right, so here's the new kitchen faucet. We just kind of put it in there now, but what do you think? You like it?
Yeah.
Better than what we had, for sure.
A lot better than what we had.
So anyways, we're gonna finish installing it, and then it will be done. Ready. Give it a minute. Yay!
Hey.
I like the height of it.
Oh, I know. The other one was so low.
So shrimpy.
And it was such low quality. This is nice and sturdy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
These are the different buttons.
There's buttons.
Yeah, I think you can change the sprayer.
Oh, that's a
Sweet. And it was very easy to install. My husband did it in like 15 minutes. I helped him out with it and it was really easy. So I believe the faucet was about $60 or so, and it was a very affordable fix, and it makes the biggest difference for the kitchen. Okay, next was the backsplash. This backsplash, I went back and forth with a handful of ideas. If you guys are familiar with my channel, you would have seen me try and decide what backsplash we're gonna do for the kitchen. But I ended up going for this white beveled subway tile. Now, subway tile is a very affordable route to go. My husband and I installed our backsplash ourselves. It took us about a week, well, about 3 days to finish this project, and our hands were torn up. But I love the result. And white subway tile is a hit or miss for people. It just depends on what you prefer. Some people think it's old and boring, but others think it could be really classic and clean. I like the white subway tile. I think it's really clean and affordable. So if you are wanting to update your kitchen, but you want to do it in an affordable way, white subway tile is really nice. So I didn't go for just a basic flat subway tile. I ended up choosing a white beveled subway tile. We also tiled it up and around our kitchen window, which I think really added a nice custom look for our kitchen. The subway tile ended up costing us about $180. We used 3 boxes of tile, and that was plenty for our entire kitchen and for above the window, and between the tile cutter and the mortar and the grout and the spacers, we ended up about $180, which I think is crazy affordable. If we hired out for that, it would cost us about $1,200. So we definitely saved a ton by doing it ourselves. If you guys are new here, I love to style my home with the less is more type of look and feel. My kitchen already gets dirty already, so I don't want a lot of clutter on my counters. So I'm gonna show you guys how I like to style my kitchen countertops, so let's get started. So to start off styling my kitchen countertops, I have this beautiful bronze antiqued frame that I purchased from Amazon. In the frame, I put one of my new prints in there. This is the Matina print. It's beautiful, it's lush, it's green, and it's perfect for spring. So I added this into the frame. This is an 11 by 14 frame matted with an 8 by 10. So I love having layered art in the kitchen. It really adds a lot of personality, and it also helps bring in some color. So I have this pompous candle. This is from Hearth and Hand. This scent smells amazing. So if you guys are looking for a really good fresh candle for the spring, definitely check out this candle. Next, I have these berry baskets. These are so fun. I love the color of them. They're like these dark, rich olive green with this really beautiful turquoise insides. And these are reactive glaze. I have 3 of these, and they look so beautiful with fresh berries. So I like having these by my sink. It's a really easy way. This is what the berries look like in them. But my kids are always munching on them, and it's just a really great way to wash them, and it's functional. So for my windowsill in my kitchen, I love to have some indoor herbs. This is lemon thyme. You can cook with lemon thyme. It's really beautiful. You can use it in so many drinks and cookies, baking, grilling. It's very universal. And this one loves the sun. So this has been thriving really well in my kitchen window. I just give it some water when the soil's dry. It soaks it right up, and it's just been perfect for my kitchen. So I like to keep them in a terracotta pot. This is lavender, and I like having a variety of plants for my window. Now, obviously, I don't cook with this lavender. This is just more for the look and the aroma of it, but this is really fun, very easy to keep alive, and I have this one sitting in a white terracotta pot. I love having terracotta pots of different colors and different sizes. It just helps to add a good collected look to your home. Now, this herb is basil, and when I bought this from the store the other day, I took it out of its wrapping, and it's a little wild. Like, the leaves are going everywhere, so I don't really know what's happening. But I just watered this one this morning. I like to let my basil sit in the water, soak it all up, and then I will drain whatever's left over. So this one loves the sun as well, and it's been growing really well. I have another basil plant that I moved to another spot in my kitchen, and so now I have 2 because we use them a lot. We like to cook with basil, and it smells really great, and it looks great, and it's just a really easy herb to grow. All right, so for the side of my kitchen, I like to have some type of bowl or a pot that I can put my scrub brushes in, or jewelry, or maybe some remainings that shouldn't go down the drain in my sink. So I found this little piece of pottery from my local garden center. It was $6.50, very affordable. I have my 2 natural wood dish scrubbers that I always use. I put the smaller one in the jar, and I like to have this taller one on the counter, or I'll put it in the jar, just kind of depending on what I'm feeling. I also have this really cool vintage inspired soap dispenser. I purchased this off of Amazon pretty recently, and I really like the look of it. Obviously, I put my blue dish soap that I had on hand in it. I think you could probably put in clear, probably look a lot better than striking blue, but nonetheless, it's a great soap dispenser, and I really like the look of it. Okay, so now I have my vintage bowl. This was a vintage find at one of my local home decor stores. I love having a bowl on my kitchen countertops. We like to put our fresh produce in there, so bananas, apples, avocados, lemons, pears, oranges, you name it. So currently this is what we just recently picked up from our grocery trip, but I like having a bowl where my kids can come up and they can get a banana themselves or an apple, and it's just convenient, and I like having it out on the counter. So this is actually quite a large bowl, and it's a perfect space for this corner in my kitchen. So then I have these glass jars. These are from Home Goods, actually. I found 3 of these, and I really loved the look of them. I really like the handle on top. I think that's what was really appealing to me. So in these jars, you guys can put so many different things, but I like to put food that we are always cooking with or we're always using. So in my jars, I have sugar, I have rice, and then I also have flour as well. Now you could do raw oats, you could do quinoa, you can do snacks for your kids. It doesn't have to be baking items. You could also do brown sugar. But I love the look of them, and I also love how functional they are for the kitchen. So then I have these cutting boards. These are also cheese boards. You can do charcuterie boards on them. These would look beautiful. These actually come in a set of 2. I purchased these off of Amazon as well. And I love the wood tone of these cutting boards. Definitely ties in with my decor and the aesthetic that I'm going for. I have this beautiful vase. This is a reactive glaze vase that I recently just got as well, and I love this for my kitchen. I also like having a vase where I could put our cooking utensils in, spoons, spatulas, and all that jazz. So I found these light natural wood spoons, and I really like the color tone of these. They tie in really well with the cutting boards. You don't want to go for too orange of wood. They just would clash and it wouldn't look right. So you want to make sure you get the right tone. And then next I have this dark olive green handcrafted pottery dish. This is also really great to have on the counter to put like rings or jewelry in, something that you don't want to get dirty or you don't want to cook with. And I like just having a nice little piece of pottery on the counter. Then on the other side of the stove, we have a cookbook stand. We are always cooking in our kitchen, and it's really nice and convenient to have one of these stands. You can buy them from Amazon. This one that you see is actually from Hobby Lobby. And then I also have one of these nice kettle pots. This is from Home Goods. I bought it about 2 years ago. They still sell them. I see them there all the time, but it's great for our morning tea, and I really like having it. And then we also just have a spoon rest. This is really nice and convenient because it helps keep the mess off of your counter, and you just put your spoon on here when you are cooking. And then for the last final touch for the oven, I just have a hand towel that my kids are always using to wipe their face and their hands, and so I do like to have one draped over my oven. And then for the center island, I like to have this black pedestal bowl. My center island sometimes rotates. Usually this bowl is on my dining table or it's on my counter. But right now, currently, it is on my counter. I like to put avocados or lemons. You can also do moss. You can make this more of a centerpiece. You can also do a floral arrangement in here. This bowl is really universal, and I really love the size of it. And then on the island, we also have these black Walker Edison bar stool chairs. These are faux leather. They're great for my kids, and they're really easy to wipe down. so much for checking out my kitchen reveal. If you guys love room reveals, don't forget to check out my dining room reveal down below.